Hello, everyone. My name is Andre Ballou. I'm the director of Bigger and Better Business for Kappa Alpha Sigma chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And today we have a great opportunity as for our Sigma Small Business Week to interview Natalie, our soror Natalie. And Natalie, I was going to get into a whole bunch of stuff, but first of all, I just want to say thank you for being a vendor at our annual Friends of Family Barbecue. It was a success, and the reason it was a success because of vendors like you. And we just appreciate you taking your time, coming to share, and be able to share your products with the masses.
Well, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And that was my first time attending
Okay.
your cookout. I really enjoyed myself. I
All right.
really enjoyed myself. I mean, from the second I pulled into the parking lot, and I had to, what I'm saying, share that with other people that have asked me to vend at their events.
Mm-hmm.
I say, y'all don't have nothing on Kappa Alpha Sigma. Y'all have nothing. Y'all have nothing on that chapter. I said, because I was greeted immediately when I got to the parking lot by the chapter president. And he, directed me to where I could go. And then members of the chapter were helping me and my intake sister take stuff out of my car, helped us set up, kept checking on us throughout the day. So I really, really do appreciate your hospitality. I appreciate the brotherly love that y'all showed us out there. It was hot.
Yes, 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 it
Um,
was.
it was hot. That was probably the only downside of the event was how extremely hot it was. Other than that, um, I can say it was very successful
All
for
right.
for myself and for my business. Very successful. So I appreciate you guys extending the invitation to small businesses like us, because that's what keeps us going is word of mouth.
Yeah.
And then, interviews like this and showing people that would not have normally seen my business,
Hmm.
saying for them to get a look at some of the things that I do.
Yes, yes. Because at the end of this call, after we get done, I'm going to give you my money so I can get my Detroit cup that we were talking about, Detroit Lions. So we're going to get that because you gave our first vice president John his, and I'm a little jealous. So yeah, so I had to get one as well.
Yes, he has a custom
Yes,
Tennessee Titans
yes, he
cup.
does. Yes.
And the crazy thing is I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but when I made his cup,
Yeah, that
I
was.
said, this is nice.
Yes,
So
it
I
was.
I get inspired by my own work sometimes.
Hey, I was truly inspired when I saw it. I was like, whoa. So,
Yes.
yeah, now I have to get a Detroit Lions one, but yeah, yeah,
Okay, I got you. I
yeah.
got you.
All right. So I just want to get jump right into it. So
Okay.
Lee, just tell us your name, tell us a little bit of the name of your business, and tell us about some of the products and services that you give.
Okay. Well, my name is Sora Natalie Handy. My business is Gifted Hands Creations, and I basically do anything sublimation. I specialize in custom drinkware, though.
Okay.
So I specialize in 20-ounce stainless steel tumblers. My tumblers, my manufacturer is amazing. It does keep your cold items cold for 18 hours,
All right. All right.
and it keeps your hot items hot for 12 hours.
Wow.
I also do keychains, lanyards, earrings, passport covers. If it can be sublimated, I'm going to sublimate it. One thing I do not do is sublimation t-shirts. I know people
Okay.
have been asking if I would do sublimation tees. That is a saturated part of sublimation. Like it's a lot of people in sublimation tees. So I kind of want to stick to what I do best
Yeah.
and leave that to some of the other vendors. So I specialize in drinkware and then other sublimation items.
That's awesome. Awesome. So my next question to you is like, what made you decide to start your own business?
So, a lot of people know that I am in the United States Army.
Okay.
And in 2012, I was highly depressed because one of my battle buddies committed suicide.
Uh,
So I was going to mental health, and I stressed how important mental health is and mental health awareness. So I went to see a mental health counselor,
Okay.
and she was the one that was like, you have a lot of thoughts going on in your head. You need to do something with your hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay. So she was like, can you paint on this glass? And it was like one of the water glasses that curves, and it was difficult in the beginning. So then I had to really think about the design that I wanted to create, the colors I wanted to use, and then put it on the glass.
Okay.
And when I did it, she said, would you sell this? Like, no. So in the beginning, it was just for therapy.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, for years, it was just for therapy. And I would do it for birthday gifts, anniversary gifts, hails and farewells in the army. I would give them away. I would do it, buy the stuff myself, do it, and give it away.
Wow.
And then one of my battle buddies was like, you need to start your own business, girl. Like, you are leaving money on the table. And so I ended up getting in contact with another soror where I was able to learn a little bit more about trademarking. Like, and then I started to get the education part of the business.
Yeah.
And then Sora Pennington educated me on getting my license. So at first, I didn't have a Sigma license.
Mhm.
I only had a Zeta license because I
Okay.
was like, well, I know my sorors are going to support me. So I got a Zeta license. And then recently, just the beginning of last year, I got my Sigma license. So I have been doing a couple of vending events for Sigma. The biggest one was Conclave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very successful at Conclave. So that's how I got started. That's how I got started with my business. The crazier thing is when I got started with my business, my last name was not Handy because I wasn't married to my husband.
Okay.
But sometimes God has stuff set up for you and you don't even know.
Absolutely.
So when I named the business Gifted Hands Creations, I did not know that I would meet my husband and his last name is Handy.
See, God is
So
always working something out that we don't know about,
right.
but yeah.
So it just worked out. It really did. It just worked out in my favor. And I never want to not give credit. And I know that the credit is all to God and to all of my family that's on the other side that is still looking out for me
Yes.
on this side. So yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that. And then also thank you for your service as well
Oh,
to
you're
our country.
welcome.
And then the next question I have for you, like what makes your business stand out among others?
I would say what makes my business stand out amongst others is I will just about sublimate anything that people ask me for.
Okay, okay.
There have been some times where I'm conflicted on a design. So I have a design team and I will share the design with them. And they always say, are they gonna pay for it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for it. But sometimes like if it's a teacher,
Mhm.
or if it's certain professions, there's certain things I think are not appropriate. Like if you're going to have it in the classroom, or if you're going to have it at work, or when you want in the Detroit Lions, like if you come into my house, you can't bring that cup because
Only
I'm a
the
Philly
Eagles.
fan. Yeah. Um, what makes me stand out is it's really rare that I will say no to putting a design on a cup, even if you know what I'm saying, I'm conflicted with the design because it's not just me, it's three of us,
Yeah.
which makes it fair for the design team. If the majority of the design team says no, then it's no. But if I'm the only one saying no and, and the other two say yes, then I go ahead on and I create it and ship it.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, my next question is, it's kind of a twofold question. So
Okay.
what are one of the most difficult parts about being an entrepreneur? And what's one of your favorite things about being an entrepreneur?
One of the most difficult things about being an entrepreneur and being a soror is sorors think that they automatically get a discount.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one, that's one of the hardest things is because I love the sorority so much, and I'm so passionate about the organization. Even when I was talking to members of your chapter, I said I would like to donate to the scholarship fund, because I feel like even though I'm here vending and, you know what I'm saying, I'm making money, the difficult part for me is wanting to keep everything, because I like to give stuff away.
Yeah.
So, but I want to give it away with a cause. I don't want you to ask me. Now, if somebody from the chapter would ask me, I probably would have, that would have,
Right.
but allow me the opportunity to give from my heart, instead of you asking automatically when you come up to my table. And I'm like, I've never seen you before. I don't know you, and you're buying one cup and you want a discount on one cup.
On one
So
cup.
on one cup. So that's the difficult part.
Yeah.
The parts that are not that difficult
Mhm.
is vending.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of people in your chapter I would have never met if I wouldn't have got invited. And then just some of the relationships that you're able to build, you know what I'm saying, with people, because you find out that y'all have a lot of things in common. And then being able to meet some of the younger entrepreneurs. Like there's some people that come to my table and they have high school age kids, and they're interested in starting a business, and they say, "Oh, well, can you talk to my son? Can you talk to
Wow.
my daughter?"
Yeah.
So I really, really, really like that.
Yeah, and that's major impact right there. That just because you're out vending, like you said, that's something you love to do, but you're making contacts throughout that and make an impact at the same time. So that's
Yes.
wonderful. That's wonderful. So I have one more question for you. So
Okay.
what advice would you give someone that's at home watching this right now? Like, I would love to start a business. I would love to start my own business. What advice would you give them to get started?
I have a couple of pieces of advice. First
Okay.
is take a class.
Okay.
So I do have my MBA.
Okay.
So it's not like I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to business. And then know your worth.
Mhm.
And once you know your worth, add tax.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you have to pay yourself.
Mhm.
And then being able to itemize things so that if I do give a discount, I know how much of a discount I'm giving, so that the business is just not going under. Um, and then you have to be able to accept criticism. My first design, my first logo design
Mhm.
was not the greatest. Luckily, I have a design team that I listen to,
Okay.
and they said, yeah, I don't like the way these colors look. I don't like the way the font is on the words and stuff like that. So you have to be receptive to constructive criticism. Um, and then don't sell yourself short taking a class. Like if it means you have to go to the community college for 6 months,
Mhm.
or a technical school for 6 months or 18 months, that's just an investment into your business. And then I look at it like this. If I spent, because I've taken a couple of sublimation classes
Okay.
just so that I can perfect the skill of sublimation, that class is $1,000.
Mhm.
So now I have to put that into my costs, because I spent $1,000 on that class.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when people say, "Oh, well, your cups are a certain amount," I'm like, yes, because I pay myself. I'm paying myself for the education that I've received to do this. And then I have ink, printer, electricity. It's a lot of things that go into it.
Yeah.
So um, you just have to listen when people are giving you advice. And like I tell people, I was like, I ain't turning down anything but my collar. So when I got asked, when I got asked to come and vend, because I don't
Mhm.
live in Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah, I know that. Yeah, you stay a
I'm
little
4
distance
hours
away.
away.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I have to look at it like this is an opportunity for me to show people my business and show like how you want a Detroit Lions cup now.
Mhm.
So this is a way for me to show my business and get my business out there. So if you only want to stay like in your hometown, then you're only going to be vending at the same events, and eventually everybody's going to have your product.
Yeah, yeah,
So you
absolutely.
have to be willing to travel, get educated, have an open mind, and be positive. Be positive.
Yeah, I'm getting
Everybody
those
is not
positive
gonna
vibes from you. So I love it. I love it. I love it.
everybody is not gonna want your product, and
That's true.
that's okay.
That's okay.
That is
That's okay.
okay.
But I know who does want your product, and that's this
Exactly.
guy right here.
Because
And
out of everything that I brought to Ben, I only have one cup left.
see, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So I really do. I appreciate the opportunity that you gave myself and my business. I really do. I appreciate it. And I appreciate other chapters like yours that has a sweet spot for us small businesses and want to spotlight us, because this is how we get seen and notarized. So I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. And it's a big initiative from our international director of Bigger and Better Business, Brother Gibson, from our regional to our local. But we really like to spotlight small businesses, especially a soror that we can be able to assist and spotlight and let the world know, because your products, I'm so glad you didn't stay in that certain area that you're in, because it's deserved to be seen and be treasured everywhere across the world. Like
I
my
agree.
cup, my Detroit Lions cup, when I get it, it's going across the world with me when I travel for work. So, and when they ask me where I got it from, I'm gonna have a card. I'm like, there you go. This is
Thank
where
you.
you
Just
go.
tag me. Just
I
tag
got
me in it on
that.
social media
Oh yeah,
so that
definitely, bro.
everybody can say, oh, okay, all right, that's Sora Handy's work. But
Yeah.
one thing I can say
Mhm.
is how important it is to trademark your assets.
Yeah. Okay.
So once you want to get into business, if you're looking for a trademark attorney, Deborah C. Mortimer Legal is it one, she's a soror. Two,
Mhm.
she's a trademark attorney.
Okay.
And when I say it feels so good when somebody is copying your work and you have to hit them, you got to hit them with that cease and desist, because I don't do
Hey.
no whole bunch of talking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like, know, you know what I'm saying, that you need to cover your behind, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because some people will see it and say, oh, I can do that. I can recreate that. You know what I'm saying? So making sure that you trademark your stuff. Sigma's trademarked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of logos and stuff. We got to pay for that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You can't just go out here and start using stuff. So if I have done my due diligence and paid for licenses so that I can use certain products or certain things, then so should other people. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, first of all, what I love what you shared about educating yourself, investing in yourself. That you said when you first started, you got your trademark, and you soror helped you with that, and you went
mm-hmm.
within the network of our fraternity and sorority to be able to get some of that assistance. And then you invest in yourself, taking classes, even though you were already making things, you wanted to be better and be able to give
Exactly.
better products. So you invested in yourself, and it's truly shown in your products. And I just want to thank you. Now,
Thank
before
you.
we end this, I do need
Mm-hmm.
you to just tell our audience, like, where can they find your items? How can they contact you for more information?
So you can go to if you come to my Instagram, you can go to gifted.hands.creations on Instagram.
All right, that's
My
gifted.hands.creations at Instagram.
Yes,
Okay, okay.
yes, Instagram.
Mhm.
You can inbox me on Facebook.
All right.
Because I know everybody doesn't follow me on Facebook, but if
Mhm.
you do, you can send me an inbox on Facebook.
Okay.
My website is bit.ly, so it's bit.ly/team handy, capital T, capital H. It will take you directly to the website. You just click
Awesome.
the 3 slashes on the side and go to shop, and feel free to shop. If there is a specific custom item that you want and you do not see it on the website, send me a message on the website, and we can communicate that way. If you have my phone number, you can send me a message, and I do not mind giving out my number.
All right.
But my number is 912-572-2746. They can send me a message, and we can discuss everything. I do charge for mock-ups. I
Yes.
charge for additional designs. I charge for all customization work that does not already exist. So if it's a license that
Understandable.
I have to purchase,
Yeah.
then you will be purchasing that license, and then I will use it to create whatever you want to create.
Got it.
Once we do create a design, If you want that design to solely be for yourself, like Brother Everett, then you can pay an additional fee and that design will be locked.
Right.
And nobody else will be able to get that design but you.
Personalized. Look at that. That's
Yes,
great. I
it's
love it.
all personalization.
Yeah.
But yes, Instagram, Facebook, my cell phone number, my website. You can also follow me on TikTok, Team Handy 0701. There are a lot of times when I am vending, I do go live on TikTok, and I give out coupon codes. So if you're on TikTok while I'm vending and I'm going live, you have to stay on to listen to the coupon code, and then you can use it for anywhere between 20-25% off, free shipping. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Well, y'all better follow Team Handy on TikTok so y'all can get these codes and be able to support Soror.
Yes.
All right. Well, Soror Natalie, I just thank you so very much for taking this time today. I thank you for giving us an opportunity to spotlight your business for Sigma Small Business Week. So we appreciate you. We thank you, and we look forward to partnering with you more in the future.
Thank you so much. And you have a good evening. I
All right.
appreciate it.
You too. You too. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. This is Andre Ballou, the director of Bigger and Better Business for Kappa Alpha Sigma chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And we thank you for tuning in today.